Good evening. Thank you for joining me again today. And I just really wanted to talk to you today about, I've been talking for the last few sessions about developing a positive mindset and guarding your mind and all the work that it takes in order to develop that positive mindset. And I know there's two probably questions that some of you have. So I want to try to answer those today. One is I actually had someone when I was talking to them about development of a positive mindset because they appeared to be a little negative in their thinking. They said, well, I'm not really into all that new age stuff, that new age thinking. New age? So when did positive thinking become new age? And isn't that phrase new age kind of played by now? So there is nothing new age about positive thinking and the benefit that it can have on your life each and every day. In fact, when I go to my favorite book, the Bible, I find in there it says, as a man thinketh, so is he. And of course, that applies to us women too. So if you think negative, you are negative. If you think positive, you will be positive. And also, if you look further in the Bible, in Proverbs, and I believe it's Proverbs 18, chapter 18 somewhere, where it will say in there that death and life is in the power of the tongue. And before you can speak anything, you have to think it. So again, that's talking about the benefit and the power of positive thoughts and negative thoughts. Negative thoughts can lead to death. Positive thoughts can be life. And then if you go on into the New Testament, you're going to find in Ephesians where it says, whatever is good, whatever is honest, whatever is true, whatever is pure, whatever is of good report, think on these things. You won't find anywhere in the Bible, and I would venture to say, I have not read every religious book in the world, but I would think that any religion based on Christianity is going to talk about positive thinking and is not going to talk about thinking negatively or telling you to think negatively. In fact, you might read some things about evil thinkers, but you're not going to read things saying think negative and only think on negative things. Hi, Marjorie, my dear friend from California. So glad you could join me today. But so the other thing is, so it's not new age. Thinking positive has been around long before we. It probably was in the Word when the Word created the world. So stop. If you thinking it's a new age thing and you're staying away from the whole thing and reading about the power of positive thinking. I remember when I was growing up, Norman Vincent Peale, rest his soul, was talking about positive thinking. And that was something that attracted me then. And you know what? I didn't even realize it at the time. In fact, I didn't even think about it until today. Today is the first time I even thought about the fact that all the things that you read about that I went through in my life, in this book that I wrote, The Party's Not Over Until God Said So, all the challenges, all the obstacles I faced, everything that I went through that most people would say were bad and that could have taken a whole lot of people out of the game. I think it was because I had an interest in positive thinking and because I was, even though I wasn't consciously doing as much as I am now, I was placing things, negative thoughts in my mind with positive thoughts. I was replacing things that were being said to me that have a negative impact on me with positive things I heard or I read. And that's why I was able to survive all of those things and not only survive, but to thrive in them. The other thing I want to tell you, and the other question I've heard is, well, Lynn, how long is it going to take? How long is it going to take before I have this positive mindset? Let me just say, this is not a sprint. If you're looking for a quick fix, this is not going to do it. Okay? It's going to take work, and it's going to take time. Regardless of what method you use, affirmations, whatever it is, meditation, whatever it is that you use to help you with the development of your positive mindset, know that it's something that you're going to have to do continuously. That means without interruption, day after day after day. How many days is it going to take for you? I don't know. See, all of us are different. You know, there are some people that say that it takes 21 days to form a habit. There are other schools of thought that says it takes 30. And some even say it takes as long as 60. I don't know. Because, see, like I said, each one of us are individuals. For me, I have a house. I may have more junk in my house that needs tending to than you do. You might not take as long as I do to clean your house. So it's going to be individual basis. But like I said, it has to be continuous. And you know, I used to think that continuous and persistent were the same, but they're not. Continuous just means you're doing it without interruption. Persistent means you're doing it even in the face of the obstacles. Even when you don't feel like doing it, you're doing it. Even when it looks hard, you're doing it. And that's being persistent. And I'm going to deal with that later on this week. I want to talk about persistent. And I want to talk about the difference between that and continuous. And you see, my dog is continuously bothering me here, folks. This is Luigi. Bless his soul. He wants to be on camera too, I guess. But it's going to take a while. It's not, like I said, it's not an easy fix. In fact, there's some things I'm still dealing with. There's some negative thoughts and some beliefs that limit me and interfere with me being my 100% self and all that I could be. And I still deal with that. In fact, I'm going to deal with those later in sessions too, because I actually got a breakthrough on one of them just on Saturday, and I want to share that with you because that my breakthrough might be someone else's breakthrough too. But yes, please know that when you're on this journey to developing your, once you keep on, if you just do it day after day after day, you keep feeding and injecting positive thoughts into your mind to overcome those negative thoughts when they pop up. Eventually, you're going to see that those positive thoughts are going to affect everything around you. They're going to affect your actions. They're going to affect the way you react to people. And before you know it, it's going to be automatic. As soon as a negative thought comes in your mind, you're going to be able to react and inject something positive instead. And then you're going to be on your way to being the best you that you can be. Because when you live in with a state of positive mindset, you can encounter and overcome anything that this life throws at you. Thank you for joining me. Please, if anything resonates with you, or if you know of anyone you believe would be blessed by listening to this session, please share it with them. Until next time, I'm Lynn Whitfield, your sister and your beacon of light, navigating you to a brighter and better tomorrow. Now go out, be better on purpose, and laugh on purpose.